Everything is perfect about MacBook and macOS in general, but there are times when we need to run Windows application. So today I'll show you an app that I use to run Windows app seamlessly on my MacBook. Stick around because I'm going to give away free licenses. Along with that, there's also 50% discount, so check out the link in the description below. It used to be easier to run Windows on Mac with the help of Boot Camp, but that option is long gone. However, Parallels Desktop has been always there to help us run Virtual OS on Mac, and with the new version 26 update, it's even better, if not the best tool. What is Parallel Desktop? For those who don't know, at its core, the Parallel Desktop is a virtualization app. That means you can run Windows or Linux side by side with macOS. No need to reboot and messing around with partition. Think of it as having Windows inside a Mac window. With version 26, it's even more deeply integrated, snappier, and crucially compatible with the latest Mac hardware, including the Apple Silicon. Talking about some of the features, there is no typical setup. As we covered in the tutorial video, it's all easy process. We can run over 2 lakh Windows applications, and to make it look and feel like we are using a native Mac app, there's a coherence mode. So your Windows app could appear and work like your regular Mac apps. We can share files, copy and paste, even use your Mac Touch ID for Windows logging. Isn't that cool? Performance is actually impressive. Windows apps, even heavier ones like CAD or developer tools, run smooth. And we can get real-time disk space monitoring. And whenever you feel either of the OS is sluggish, you can reallocate the hardware, like you can adjust your CPU, RAM, etc. For those running businesses or managing teams, it also has powerful features for IT administrators and enterprise environments. Like there's renewed SOC 2 Type 2 compliance for trust that your data meets industry standards for security and privacy. IT teams can now centrally manage and enforce VM configuration policies across all devices, ensuring employees use the right settings, applications, and security controls. There's also a guided solution for single Windows app development, so we can provide exactly the application user needs without giving them the full access to Windows or extra system resources. Device and update management is now much more streamlined. With tools like Jamf integration, IT can handle Windows OS updates inside virtual machines directly from their MDM dashboard, skipping manual installs and making life a lot easier to manage. Talking about the version 26 new updates, it's fully optimized for the latest macOS Tahoe with an updated look and feel. You can now see your true Mac disk space inside Windows, so fewer surprise crashes for running out of room. Improved background processes handling, everything works as expected even with macOS new security rules. And it's the first solution officially authorized by Microsoft to run Windows 11 on Mac with Apple Silicon. Now that you have seen, it can easily run Windows apps and cater to IT needs, so it's perfect for students, teachers, researchers, office users, designers, and IT admins. However, if your sole purpose of installing Windows on Mac is to play games, then you will be glad to know that a lot of games work flawlessly with this setup. Now it totally depends on the game you are trying to run and the hardware you have on the Mac for how well the game would perform, but if you have good specs, then most of the titles will work smoothly. We made a dedicated video that you can check from the top right corner. Talking about the pricing, as of Black Friday sale, Parallels is offering a huge 50% discount. So the standard edition, which was used to be around $100, is $50 per year. The Pro edition was for $120, but now it's for $60 per year. And the business edition, which was $150, is now $97 only. This is a limited time sale, so make sure to take advantage of it. Links are in the description below. Also, if you're watching this video after the Black Friday sale, you can still check out the links in the description, as we regularly update those with latest discounts and offers. Also, there is a free trial, so you don't have to commit anything and you can just test it out if it works for you. And now for those who have been waiting for the giveaway. So we have partnered with Parallels Desktop to give away 3 licenses of Parallels Desktop 1-year subscription. To participate, all you have to do is drop a comment below telling me which Windows app you would like to use most on your Mac. Then you have to like the video and subscribe to the channel as your rituals. So the winners would be announced at the end of the sale. However, that's it from my side. Like, if you want to set up the Parallels Desktop, then this video will definitely help. And if you are looking for web-based vector tool, then there you go. Like, share, subscribe, stay safe. Bye-bye.